Good day, fellas. I hope you are ready for your daily dose of skill. Today we are going to play with almighty Rhino, tier 10 Italian heavy tank, and in fact one of my favorite tanks in the game, believe me or not. Not the most competitive tank, but it's fun tank to play with, at least for me. Anyways, Rhino, I rated the tank 3 stars, community rated the tank up to 3.5 stars. If you want to join the rating forces in the index, feel free to log in via our gaming API, and feel free to raid the tanks with which you have 50 games plus. Also, one more thing to say, if it happened to be that you are watching the video over this weekend, so May 10, 11 or 12, you can tune in and farm the drops in the Twitch. You can get yourself a couple of expirable reserves. You can get yourself camo and you can get yourself decals, if I'm not mistaken. If you are into that type of stuff, feel free to tune in into my stream or whatever else stream you prefer to watch and farm the drops. It's free, right? Anyways, what do we have? The very first battle, we have a very good matchmaking. Tundra standard battle. Let's try to make this mother trucker work. So, what is Rhino? Rhino has 3 shells in the mag. The DPM of this tank is atrocious. It is very bad, unfortunately, but it is how it is. But I really love this gun. The gun of this vehicle is pretty solid for 490 alpha damage. It's very good. The standard penetration, 268. There is literally nothing to complain about. In other words, it is glorious and it is very good, and I really like it, right? So that is a good thing. Meanwhile, look how many mother truckers do we have over there. Aha, I see. How are you doing this fine day? Okay, so all we need to do, we need to start clipping the living crap out of the enemies. I do not really mind that I am trading the hit points here and my DPM is kind of a stinker. I am very well aware of that, and I know, fellas, the armor of this tank is, how to say this straight? Well, not the best in the World of Tanks category. In the best case scenario, we can rate it average and still with a grain of salt, if you know what I mean. But nevertheless, it can work once in a while and you can get some bouncer shots, and it's completely fine. I know it looks weird that we are trading our hit points in early game, but I have a feeling that this is the right way to do the things in this situation, right? Especially whenever we have enemy Rhino just simply pushing in front and dying for us for free. This is exactly what we are looking for, right? Wow, 200 hit points left. That was way quicker than I expected. Skill, do you want to talk about this? No, not really. It's okay. It is okay, fellas. I traded all my hit points for free, so now in the same time we have some time for a dance party and stuff. So at least that is something, right? Since there is no hit points left, at least in our tank, right? We need to be extremely cautious, and that is okay. What we are going to do, we are going to take this position and we will try to beat the living crap out of every and each gentleman who will try to be aggressive in this side, right? As you can see, armor did not save us even once, but that is okay, fellas. It is only the start of this game. We do not need to complain and we do not need to cry about this. We still have a lot of job to do in this game, trust me. Meanwhile, can we wake up this IS-7? I gently touched him. Is he going to be awake? No, unfortunate. Well, I was about to show you voodoo magic, but hashtag never lucky, I guess. That is okay. We do not need to complain about this, do we? Now, what we are hoping for and what we expect from the enemy side. We have the T95, we have the object sitting over there, so what I would love to see, I would love to see them making tiny touch pressure, right? That's all I want to see. If they are going to make pressure, we can burst them for 1,500 damage in 8 seconds, which would be absolutely glorious and absolutely amazing. But once again, for that, enemies needs to make a mistake, and that looks like a mistake to me, don't you think so? Beautiful. There is a pixel weak spot over there. I mean, I said this tank has a great gun handling, right? I said that. Let's see. Nice. Thank you very much. Easy peasy. Now, I still want to make pressure for this T95 and IS-3. The main reason why am I thinking about making pressure for the enemies because this game is already over. Our team won important positions and our team held the heavy line pressure, right? So it's kind of straightforward. Our team simply just played better. Obviously, let's not celebrate too early. It is not the time for that yet. And all we need to do in this situation, we need to get a bit closer here to say hello for this T95. Now the question is, can we do that? Can we do that? T95 is over there, I can see him. I'm trying to hit his cupola, but let's get real. It is a very, very difficult process. But that's okay. We have time, fellas. That's what we have. We have all time in the world of tanks. I mean, I could surely load the gold ammunition, don't you think so? Let's try to punish him once again, and if I will fail, I am just simply going to load the gold. Gold especially for T95 because it is very, very hard tank to deal with. And once again, even though we sacrificed all our hit points in the early game, it doesn't really matter. The most important thing is our team took the hill, so our team is having a good celebration and overall a good time, and that's all we need for a full happiness, don't you think so? That's all we need for a full happiness. Yes, peek. Peek, my man. Thank you. That is super kind from your side. Thank you very much. How about this T95? T95 just fired. That basically means we can get a tiny touch more involved here. I mean, he is not pushing out, to be fair with you, so I will wait until he is going to shoot once again. I am just waiting pretty much until someone will take one for the team from our team's side, right? I think this is the best thing what we can do. Yes, I am very, very well aware of that he may get flanked by our SME, but look at this, actually it's not victory, wow. And we have IS-7 who is AFK. That's actually bad. That is actually bad, fellas. I was already celebrating. And I have a feeling that I celebrated a bit too early, don't you think so? Oh, wow. Celebrated too early indeed. Beautiful shot. I need to focus at the moment. Relax, take it easy, we got this. I can even get a bit more involved here, can I? The best thing for us is that T95 doesn't have a turret, right? And since he doesn't have a turret, we can pretty much burst him into the cupola. Just like so. Beautiful. Cupola banged. Very, very, very nice. Very good game. So far, fellas, we are doing a great job. Although, I probably need to question my life choices to a certain extent, just because I lost pretty much all of my hit points in the first moment of the game. But hey, I can't complain that much, can I? Nice. Okay, okay, okay. Beautiful play by E5 and Centurion. Fellas, in this kind of situation, we need to be humble, okay? That's all we need to do. E5 and Centurion probably carry this game as much as they physically and possibly could, and they won this. And we are back. Unfortunately, with a defeat, although I did not felt like everything went that bad as the score went in this game, if I can say so, right? Anyways, 5 kills, 6.2 thousand damage, 600 assisting damage. That was a very, 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 very good play by enemy Centurion and by enemy E5. Two guys single-handedly won the game for enemy team. Good for them. Honestly, good for them. That's all I can say about this, right? Very, very, very well played, and there is nothing what we can add to this. We can look into our performance, and maybe in the start of the game I could have been a bit more conservative, but either way, if I would do everything the same, but let's say I would have 1000 hit points and then I would still be in the crossfire without ammunition, right? So it doesn't really change anything. Either way, it is how it is. 3000 profits, which is very much appreciated. Thank you very much. And let's go for more Rhino in action. I like this tank. I know it's not the most competitive tank in the world of tanks, but I truly enjoy playing with it. The gun is the game changer for me personally. Oh, would you look at this? Fjord standard battle losing spawn. Definitely not the map where we want to play, or maybe definitely not the spawn where we want to play, but we have what we have and we need to do what we need to do. So how we are going to start this journey and how we are going to start this battle? First of all, I am in love with this typical position over there. Why so? Because you can slap sniper schnitzels, you can slap someone who is crossing a bit in more brave way, and you can be successful just by holding the lane in the middle in a way, right? That's what we are going to try to do, and that's what we will aim for in this situation. So, let's see. Mr. E5, how are you doing this fine day? I would love to see this guy getting involved, and probably he will. And probably he will, fellas. So all we are doing here, since we have E5 sitting in this position and enemy E5 is sitting here as well, all I want to do, I want to double bush this guy, okay? I should not get spotted by him, and in the same time I should be able to do damage for this mother trucker if it happened to be that he is going to peek like this. Unless our E5 cannot spot him, then it would be a bit complicated situation, but we will see. Once again, we have all time in the world of tanks, right? I could maybe play here on the side, but in the same time I do not feel like it is going to be worth it. Our team will hold this lane ourselves very, very easily without any problems whatsoever, okay? So that being said, let's try to get some use in a bit different gameplay-wise. Okay, we are just double bushing here. We are just trying to punish this Mr. E5 for playing this game, his game in the standard position. Plus, on top of that, pay attention at this. Enemy team notice that they are kind of locked in the heavy lane. They cannot make pressure up front, and probably most of the enemy team is sitting over there, right? So, that being said, all we need to do, we need to be patient here. I would love to see enemy IS-4 saying la 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 and getting here in the middle, okay? I would love to see them doing something like this. What is the chance of this happening? Well, this is a different question for a different story, I guess. How to get the most use of all of this? I cannot make pressure. Oh, EBR. Look what EBR is doing. EBR is making a hardcore pressure over there. That being said, we can definitely punish their sniper schnitzels. Beautiful run by our EBR. What a glorious, glorious, glorious run. That made our life 10 times easier. Free clip. And IS-4 is making pressure in the worst time possible. That's okay, we are on the reload, we are fine. Please, fellas, do not focus as much on DPM of this tank as on the gun accuracy. The gun accuracy is making this vehicle very, very, very solid tank, even though the DPM is far away from being ideal, right? Sometimes, fellas, I can tell you from my point of view and from my experience, I would rather have less DPM but extremely accurate gun than I would have an extremely good DPM but the gun would be absolutely pile of garbage, if you know what I mean, right? At least this is how I look into all of this. Beautiful, very, very nice, a bit of assisting damage, and now we are loading the gold because we are going to deal with the super heavy tanks, right? I supposed to say the IS-4, the E100, and so on, so on. Good, very good. I want to have 3 in the magazine before we will try to make some kind of play over there. Once again, we have all time here. We do not need to panic. We do not need to caco our pants. All we need to do, we need to wait until we are going to reload. And after that, we can get involved. And after that, we can play the game, right? Mr. E5 relocated like so. You know what? I have an idea. I'm not saying this is going to be the best idea ever, but it is idea nevertheless. It is idea nevertheless. Beautiful shot. Can we do that again? Absolutely yes. Pay attention to this gun handling, fellas. Pay attention to this gun handling. What a glorious, glorious, glorious mother trucking gun handling. Crazy. Absolutely insanity. Meanwhile, we eliminated enemy E100, hip hip hooray. So what we need to do now, we need to sit here until our guys will get involved. You see this IS-4? This IS-4 is trying to get a decent angle towards us, but this is not going to be too easy. Plus on top of that, we have plenty of the guys who are just simply making a hardcore pressure here, right? So we are chilling and we are enjoying ourselves. Plus on top of that, our 140 is saying blah, 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 and he's beating the living crap out of E5. And what is our mission? Our mission is to support this gentleman, right? Beautiful couple of shots, very, very nice. Shoo away, you evil spirit, and he's dead. Excellent. I mean, once again, fellas, can we actually complain about the Rhino nowadays? If you are playing cautiously, if you are doing the smart trades, if it happened to be that you have a bit of the local tourists, this is absolutely glorious and absolutely amazing where the tank goes. But once again, that's only me, and maybe I am biased because I actually enjoy this tank a lot. Once again, one of my favorite tier 10 heavy tanks in the game. Compare it with all 279Es, 260s and whatever else. So you can imagine how I feel about that. Meanwhile, I must admit I am a bit disappointed in the situation that one mother trucker drowned over there, other mother trucker drowned in some other side. This is a bit mean from the enemy side, but I don't really think we can change anything about this. We can accept it and we can say thank you very much, right? And this is the session and this is the games with Rhino, right? I'm telling you, fellas, for me, this tank works just fine, and for me, it is one of my favorite tanks. Crazy, let's see the score. And we are back, fellas. 4.6 thousand damage, 900 assisting damage. We are winning even from the losing spawn. Second by experience, first by the damage, 11,000 profits. I mean, fellas, 2 games with Rhino, we are averaging 5.4 thousand average damage, 700 assisting damage. I do not know what to say apart. Thank you very much for watching. I hope you enjoyed excellent session with Rhino, and I'm not going to be that, fellas. I am not going to be that. It is lucky session. What can I say? The decisions went like a hot knife through the butter. We slapped enemies. We just made this tank work, and I am proud of this. Once again, if you want to farm the drops, feel free to tune in into the streams, right? And have a lovely day. Enjoy your weekend, fellas. Thank you very much for watching, and skill is out today. Peace.